So yeah, the first one's called Scanner Sombre. Or Sombre. Sombre. It's not a sombrero, it's sombre. So yeah. Almost Japan level weirdness. See, I try. So we reached weirdness, maybe mad, maybe mind bending. We'll see. I'll try to bend your minds and my mind, and it's definitely going to be interesting. There are some cool games there. And yeah, welcome, Poetrix and Badger. Good to have you guys in the chat already. It's 7 minutes to 6. I was getting impatient today. I should not start at before 10 to 6, I think, with the streaming, even though it's easier to get quality options earlier sometimes. Anyway, category set. We need a timer. There you go. And I need a mouse. Here. Game has options. Full screen, yes or no. Field of view can be set. You can invert. You can help them with play info or not. Quality has 3 settings, so it's rather basic in terms of settings, but you can reset to default, which is, you know, not sure what the message of the day is all about. I'll holler if need be, but enjoy the lurk, Badger. Go level 30. Shamanistic shenanigans. Shiny shamans doing shameful shenanigans? Probably not. Anyway, enjoy the lurk, mate. Enjoy the lurk. I'm gonna start the game up, start the counter. Let's check if it's 1 hour. Yes, perfect. Maximum, right? Basically, I did not much more than walk up to the sound we're hearing and test what the game does. That's all I did to prepare for today. Shenanigans, shifty shaman shenanigans. That's a mouthful. Mouse is not inverted. Now it's not inverted either. How about now? Okay, now it's inverted. So we're in a tent, right? Movement sounds are loud. Oh, it doesn't have an audio slider. Oh boy, are we in trouble? Are we in trouble? I'm gonna lower the volume a bit. Give me a sec. Just a tiny bit. %% in the system. Okay. So, first aid kit, some bottles, duct tape, and lots of bags. And a photo that we can zoom in on using the right mouse button. Could be my family, could be a family, could be me and my kids. I don't know. We'll see. And it's dark outside the tent. But there's definitely a floor. And over there, something beeping at us. So we'll walk over there now. Hope I don't fall down. Looks like a VR set. This is available in VR, I think. And that's our scanner. Prototype installed. Scan with the left mouse button. It makes little dots. You see what it's doing? It's scanning our surroundings. And it color codes objects. Maybe close to far away. Light blue is very far away. See, when we scan this, red means it's very close. Red color means it's very close. So for people who can't really see colors properly, this is not a good game. everybody else can probably enjoy it. So this gives you an idea of your surroundings, right? It scans the surface and leaves the dots there, and then the VR helmet is doing the color coding, so you get an impression of space. Isn't that something? That alone is quite interesting. And you know, even if it's only proof of concept kind of thing, I don't care too much, because this is quite insane. See, the ceiling has stalactites to it and stalagmites popping up here. Inspect them. See. You downloaded Star Wars: The Old Republic and already have 40 hours logged. It's a good game. Are you playing the story lines? They are really good, all of them. It's a cool effect, right? I like it. So, just because we can. I'm not sure if they vanish. It doesn't look like it, right? The dots stay. Oh, let's try. Completely solid. That's a good idea. It does leave like a cross impression, huh? You see that? That's as solid as we get. This is completely filled. Let's see. Let's try the rock. Oh, you can paint it pretty much until there's no room for more dots. But there's like a wireframe. Do you see it? From the scanner. You can't change that. But that looks pretty solid. And it's not a rock, is it? From a distance, it looks a bit like artificial, like something that broke off from the ceiling. But that might be because I scanned it so much. But it doesn't look like natural rock. If you look at it from here, like a column or something that has been worked on, and the details only become apparent from the distance. I'm not sure if that's a visual effect from, you know, not having a solid, not having an impression of solidity from a distance, but it's still, you can still see through the object, right? Hey, Deviate Fish, welcome. Welcome aboard, good to see you. We are checking out Scanner Sombre, and it's one very interesting experience here. We have the player character is wearing a headset, and in our right hand here we have a scanner who's adding dots to the surfaces around us, and the dots react to our distance to these. The more it gets blue, the further away it is. The closer it becomes, or the closer we get, the more red it becomes, each dot. So they change color in relation to your distance to the object you're looking at. So we are in a cave. There are stalactites and stalagmites here, stalactites up there somewhere. Those could be plant. That's not stalactites, that's plant growth, isn't it? Huh. Look at that. A LiDAR sim? What's LiDAR? L-I-D-A-R. Laser imaging detection and ranging. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Laser radar. So each laser gives us feedback on where it stopped. definitely is insane to look at. Let's try to navigate this cave. From the audio, it's cave. From what I hear, surfaces around me, they reverberate. Sound like we're in. There's a rock formation here. And you can scan the big room, roughly, from a distance. Much like you can that, but they overlap. All the layers, they do overlap. And we're still not exactly sure what this is, if it's a natural rock formation or not, because if you look at it from a distance, it looks like there are angular shapes in there. But you can see through to the other caves, and that makes it kind of hard to look at things from a distance and get a proper idea of what it is. The underground changed. This is solid. And this is gravel. You hear that? It scans blood! You're using light to detect surfaces and range. Yeah. They're close enough. Oh, that hangs very low. How long until I get lost? That's my orientation point there, that one. Let's explore a bit more. The audio is quite important. There's a liquid here on the ground. And it's not blood. No thanks. I love the mix of visual effects and the importance of audio that all of a sudden helps navigate stuff. Got like a droning sound. That could be the exit of the cave. Probably not. This needs to be a cave system all the time, right? You could check for openings. It's a bit claustrophobic, so, you know, nobody had been as deep as this for thousands of years. So we're in a cave system that has not been... I was utterly alone. No call for help would ever reach the surface. Oh yeah, please tell me that I'm lost. In an ancient tunnel system that's full of dead things. My friends all told me I was crazy. My wife couldn't understand my obsession. I had a photo of her with me. But I had to know if the myths were true. We get a bit of scary backstory. There's a mythical story to this cave system that nobody has touched in forever. I guess we're probably going to scan a very creepy surface very soon. Now that's a rock, alright. Creepy. How is it on stream? How is it for you to watch this? Is it very disorienting, or can you follow the navigation system that the game offers? Like, are the visual cues something that makes sense for you as well, even though you're not doing the scanning on your own? colors help a lot, yeah. Without the colors, it would be bad. That's a rock formation. Oh, this is where we can continue. What's this? Oh, this is a structure now. This is a structure now. Those are columns. That's not a natural structure. Yes, yes. This is probably something, if you think that the... I'm not going to play it for an hour. This is probably something that you want to discover on your own. But it's definitely something that you would probably not pick up unless you see someone do it for a bit. This is an artificial structure. I'm pretty sure. The other things might all have been rock, but this... looks like a column. Well, it could be mushrooms, I guess? Maybe petrified forest. I mean, in the end, it does not need to be artificial, but look at the shapes. Right, let's get some distance to it. It always changes a lot if you get some distance. It's like an X-ray scan of the structures if you get some distance to it. But that looks artificial. Enjoy the lurk! DV8 fish, thanks for lurking. Okay, but if this is an artificial structure, what was the intended use? I mean, it could be stalactites and stalagmites connecting, because they do that. But this up here, that looks too angular. I might not find out. It could still be a natural cave system where stalactites and stalagmites just connect. They do drip until they connect, and then they form columns. That's a natural process. So that's not proof yet. Bit creepy. And you can look back on where you came from. And finding an exit is only possible if you don't permanently scan everything. I don't like this bit. Very smooth surface. I don't want to scan the rest. You can do that on your own. This is one of those games that you can probably pick up on a sale real cheap. And it's an exploration game. Doesn't really have much of a story on its own. I'm not sure how long of an experience it is either. So. But it certainly is unique. And I'm happy that I picked it up, I don't know, a few years ago by now. And I never got around to playing it. And actually seeing what it's all about. Because I just saw the screenshots and thought, huh. That's what I remember. Oh. It was on a Humble Monthly. Probably got it on my own. Well, that means I've got a key for this, doesn't it? Could be that I've got a spare key. That would be good. Let's see. No, not in my list. Okay, so maybe I got it from the Humble indeed. Do you remember when that was? I'm just gonna... But last year... It's on sale for €10 currently. How do I check that? Let's see. I could go... here. October 2017. I got that from the Humble Bundle. So, I had it for 3 years. I never played it. I played a bit of Firewatch, by the way. Have you tried that, Twinfreaks? Just the other night. Oh, automated scanners. Ah, okay. You watched the entire playthrough. That seemed like an interesting game. Very good exploration. So now we have automated scanners. Oh, there's a lot of water on the ground here. Splish splosh. I can scan those as well. Okay, that looks like a bridge of some sort. Not a safe bridge, for that matter. Aha, there's another beeping thing. So now we find out if there's another mechanic to this, which is kind of important to know. Okay, let's see this shape here. These shapes are now definitely human-made. Like way signs and columns and crashed columns. Like there's a crashed entrance here, a crushed cave-in. Fine scanner. you can scan very broad or very tight. Ooh, look at that. Geoscanner, superpower mode. But if you... Because like I said earlier, you get lost if you permanently scan everything around you because you kind of forget where you came from. And this tighter beam lets you, you know, scan a more direct... And, you know, also gives you quicker information about a surface, like this here. Bunch of stairs. Yeah. So if you want to go across the bridge, you would need to see that there's a gap here. You can jump across that. You can check out the architecture here, the columns and the arches here. I probably don't fall down at this bit here. No, Emre, there's no timer, as far as I know. This is an exploration game where you have to get a chance to enjoy the visual and audio of your surroundings. Welcome, though, Emre. Good to see you. How are you today? This is Scanner Sombre. Although I guess it's not going to stay somber all the time. The architecture here. It's a bit like painting it, and I guess this is good fun in VR. I'm not sure if I would enjoy it more in VR, to be honest. I might find it a bit too creepy. But it certainly has potential in VR. It does work in Pancake Country as well. Look at it. So these columns, huh? Let's make them visible. Still think the first columns I identified were still stalactites and not man-made, but this is definitely man-made. Structures that lead here past the bridge. Okay, let's widen the spectrum a bit. So you get a quick idea like this of the surrounding architecture, and then if you get some distance to it, it reveals its shape. Okay, so if we check the ceiling. There's no cave in. So this is just completely worn down from because of time. I need to jump across this bit here. And this is where we need to continue, I guess. Then you can check if there's a gap in the hole in the floor in front of you. And if you think there's a shape that needs investigating, like this one, you can go for a tight beam and investigate quicker and find out what it looks like. But this is just natural rock. So the cave system continues that way. Oh, it's those. They are not stalactites, definitely not. They are those columns we saw earlier. On both sides. So this room is like an entrance. What those columns here? There are more. Ooh. That's a column as well. So what do you guys think? This is an interesting thing. Oh crap. Did you see it? Ah, they probably hate playing it. You think you would scan everything 100%? I would scan that. You see, there's even a shadow from the scanning because I didn't move while scanning, and now it looks like the figure has a shadow. You can at least remove the shadow to make it less creepy. This would be a very good spot to stop playing. Half an hour up to this point. Now you know if you want to play it or not. I don't want to spoil it. I just wanted to show the general style or idea of the game. I'm gonna stop here. As interesting as it is, and as much as I want to continue, I don't want to destroy it for you guys. You can still pick it up and play it, and I don't know what